Steel in our veins, hearts in the fire. Different roads, but the same desire. From the gutter to the crown we stand. No borders, no names, just blood in hand. We rise at night when the sirens sing. Built on trust, not a diamond ring. Family forged where the shadows run. If you're here right now, yeah, you're one of us. No matter where you're from, no matter who you are, if you stand with honor, you're a hooligan at heart. Blood of a hooligan. Side by side we stand. Honor in the fire. Family, not a brand. Blood of a hooligan. Hear the battle drum. If you're riding with us, then you're one of us. Drop chin. Hooligan. One family. One.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through a schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats, so let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. Now, before we get too far into this, I want to make an announcement, I guess. I told you guys the other day, it was probably 2 weeks ago, that I was screwing around on my YouTube channel in the studio area. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was trying to mess with the monetization stuff and seeing what all they wanted from me. Now, I had applied for remonetization back in 2022 over on YouTube, and they denied it. Well, while I was screwing around 2 weeks ago, I accidentally resubmitted my application video, even though it had already been rejected. And this morning, they remonetized us over on YouTube. And so now you are welcome to become official again over on YouTube. You can get your badge, you can join the membership program, you can send super chats, you'll have access to the merch. There's a bunch of stuff that we didn't have before, but we have it now. Now, if you do join the membership program over on YouTube, you do not have the H badge right now because I'm waiting on Alistair to make some new ones for me. I don't know if he's checked my messages or not, but as soon as he does that, we will add the new badges over to YouTube, so you will have your H badge back if you join the membership program. The prices are a little bit different because when we were monetized, it was only $2 to join the membership program, but things have changed thanks to old man Walter's inflation and all the stuff that's happened since then. So the prices are a little bit more. I think it's like $7 to join, and now there's levels, so you can get level 2 for like $15 or whatever. And that's that. However, they could always pull the rug from underneath us again. They could always demonetize us again. So I don't want hooligans jumping ship from Rumble or leaving the website to go back to the goof tube and do all that stuff, because it could be today we get demonetized. So I want you to keep that in mind. The reason that I was even interested in getting remonetized is because we have people over on YouTube who will not leave the platform. They just won't. And so if you want to stay over there on the goof tube and you would like to support, now you can. And so we have that ability. But like I said, they could always demonetize us again. So I don't want you guys leaving the free speech platforms. And also, Saturday is not going to change. We are going to continue to do free speech Saturday. There will not be Twitch or YouTube on free speech Saturday because we don't have time for those soft ass community guidelines. So it is what it is. Okay, that's the announcement. That's the deal, and I hope you guys are listening closely, because the last thing I want is everybody to leave Rumble, go to YouTube, do the thing, and then all of a sudden get demonetized, and then we're back to square one where potentially won't be able to continue on. So please hear me. Either way, we're going to be starting off with this first video titled Trump Calls Bad Bunny's Super Bowl Halftime Show Terrible. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I didn't watch either halftime show. I just enjoyed my day off. So you guys will have to tell me how the Super Bowl went and all of that. Then we got video titled Trump refuses to apologize for the video depicting the Obamas as apes. I can't believe people are still crying about that. I guess there's not enough going on in the world. Then we got video titled Hope Emerges from New York City Nurses Strike. But labor dispute continues. This is actually a follow-up video. Then we have a video titled U.S. Forces Seize Venezuela-Linked Oil Tanker Tracked from the Caribbean Sea to the Indian Ocean. More oil tankers getting seized. Then we got a video titled School Shooting Reported in Rockville, Maryland. This happened earlier today, a couple hours ago. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Ghostly, and it's titled When You Let Hooligans Start a Cafe. Then getting back into the news, we got a video that is titled Amazon Delivery Drone Crashes into Richardson Apartments. This is actually a follow-up video because we covered when they announced that they were going to start doing Amazon drones in that area, and now they're already crashing into people's homes and stuff, so that's nice and fun. Then we got a video titled Ghislaine Maxwell Declines to Answer House Questions. She's trying to get out of prison. They're not giving her what she wants. Now, this is going to be a triply. The second video, Jasmine Crockett sends message to President Trump after Maxwell deposition on Epstein. She just sounds like a trashy mess. Then the third video out of the triply, bizarre revelation in Epstein case as official death announcement is dated 1 day before he actually kicked the bucket. Then we got a video titled 1 million doll hairs and welfare fraud ring busted. This is a whole nother fraud case. We cover fraud many times a week at this point. Then for the last little bit of the news, it is Lefties losing it, and today it's titled Atrocious Worst Ever. Super Bowl halftime show by Bad Bunny and Green Day. I didn't even know Green Day was there. Then we're going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Donnie, and that one's titled Having Women in Your Life. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Gingerfire, and that one's titled Me, Trying to Function in Public. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. And what is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Snooks? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Russell? What's up, Matt Rogers? What's up, Ghostly? And what's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, Snooks. I appreciate you and everything you do. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you. I have no idea why Klaus is rioting right now. I don't know. I'm going to have to put his ass outside. Either way, Russell, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Green Eyes? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Granados? Happy freedom. What's up, Bugs? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Rez? What's up, Major? What's up, Magic Moon? What's up, Matt Rogers? You're omnipresent. Happy freedom, you hooligans. Let me see. What's up, Glamour? Happy freedom to you. Kevin, this song makes me want to drop kick a lefty. I know. I'd be jamming to that song. That's probably my favorite song on the playlist, right next to The CIA Made Me Burn Down a Hospital. I love that song too. Let me see. What's up, Wrench? Happy freedom to you. Glamour, I did do it accidentally. Otherwise, I was going to try and submit a new video to apply for remonetization, but I guess the first one really was good enough. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom. Make sure we get everybody here. What's up, Rappy? What's up, Courtly? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Make sure we get through it. What's up, Bright Gaming? Happy freedom. I think that's everybody. Hit that like button if you haven't already. See if we can get us back on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom. What's up, Library? Happy freedom to you. Let's see. Watching Fallout trailers? Well, that's always good. Happy freedom to you, Tony Rich, if I can get you already. What's up, Guess Who? Happy freedom. We didn't watch Bad Bunny halftime show. Freedom. Yes, you're right, Guess Who. I put out some polls just to kind of do some aura farming yesterday, and I was kind of surprised at how many people were kind of shitting on me about the halftime show that I didn't even watch. I was more or less trolling, but I appreciate everybody who did engage without being an asshole. And what is up, everyone over on the GoofTube? Larry, you were first today. Happy freedom to you. Russell, you were truly omnipresent. I appreciate you. Salty Ragu, you were truly omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy freedom. Oh, I think, yes, Granados, you were omnipresent. I appreciate you. I recognize the picture, but your name's different on YouTube. What's up, Joe? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody. What's up, EFO? Happy freedom. What's up, Leonardo? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. Proud Patriot Girl, stop yelling. I can't stop yelling. I'm so excited to be here. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting off with this first video. Trump calls Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show terrible. And I've pretty much heard it was terrible universally. Everybody I've heard talk about this said it was awful. I guess even Jake Paul or whatever that kid's name is. He's probably older than me. Either way, he was saying it was awful as well. Let's go ahead and get into this. We're good to go. Hit that like button and let's get this rolling.
Donald Trump has had his say on the Super Bowl halftime show led by Puerto Rican singer Bad Bunny, and he wasn't a fan. Posting Sunday on Truth Social, he said the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It makes no sense, is an affront to the greatness of America, and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Bad Bunny headlined the 60th Super Bowl halftime show at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, just a week after winning Album of the Year at the Grammys. He was joined by Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin, bringing Spanish-language songs and reggaeton rhythms to the top American football event. His appearance has provoked conservatives, coming after he publicly criticized Trump's deportation policies and supported Kamala Harris during the 2024 election. Weeks before the event, Trump called his selection as the Super Bowl halftime act absolutely ridiculous. Conservative group Turning Point USA, founded by slain Trump supporter Charlie Kirk, put on an alternative event called the All-American Halftime Show. It featured Kid Rock and other artists. The Seattle Seahawks denied the New England Patriots a record 7th Super Bowl title with a 29-13 triumph on Sunday.
Okay. That's how the Super Bowl went, I guess. According to President Trump, it was awful. I believe him. I've seen a couple clips of it, but I don't speak Spanish, so I just kind of scroll past it. Either way, we're going to get right into this next one. President Trump refuses to apologize for video depicting the Obamas as apes. These people have nothing better to do in their life than sit here and cry about this dumb shit. That's how it goes. There we are. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get into this.
And it was the election-related video that was of interest to Trump. The next video, like the one it automatically progressed to, is this video that makes fun of not just the Obamas. As you noted, all these Democrats are portrayed as different animals and is making fun of them. I think it's kind of uncanny valley and bizarre and disturbing looking, the images, frankly. I don't love this. That's the next video. And they recorded too much of it. So they got a brief part of that video, which showed the Obamas like that. And so Trump didn't share it to share the part with the Obamas, right? He was sharing the election part. Now, that was his bad, or whoever did it, and it was bad. But when you're looking at me like that, he didn't mean to share that part of it, right? That was a different video.
I didn't mean, I don't accept that. Like, you control your social media, or you always have an excuse about why somebody did something. Even when he offends, I think he put himself in inappropriate clothing and offended like the whole Catholic Church a while ago. He still said, "Oh, that was some young staffer."
As a Catholic, I was not really offended.
Okay, but other people were, Robbie. It's just like he's always blaming somebody else and saying, "Oh, it's just an AI image." It's not just. You're offending whole communities of people. Maybe not Robbie. Maybe not every single black person, right? Some people I did see talking nonsense, saying that they weren't that offended. Okay, but people who work next to you.
I agree that it's the image. It is offensive, but it's not.
You can't always say,
not the part of the video he was trying to share.
But you can't always say, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't know. Oh, that was somebody else." Like, just apologize, right? Don't you think it would be presidential to say, "You know what? I maybe didn't see that, but I also do apologize for anybody that I offended." Because I understand
he took it down and said it was offensive. It seems.
No, he took it down and said, "Of course I wouldn't post something offensive." Like, no, you did post something offensive.
People is crying hard. So stupid. So stupid. Either way, next up we have hope emerges from New York City nurses strike, but labor dispute continues. Like I said before, this is a follow-up video, but first we're going to hop in the chat. Once again, the first video talking about President Trump calling the halftime show terrible mentions the TPUSA halftime show with Kid Rock, and then also very quietly they refer to Charlie Kirk as a slain Trump supporter, which I think is kind of shitty of a way to label him. And then in the second video there, people still crying about the Obama Ape AI video. Do you hooligans think he should apologize, or how do you think he should react to the outrage? I was going to say double down, but that's probably not the right answer. Like I said, New York City has nurses on strike. They want more doll hairs. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about them first two videos. Russell, he's got the monkeypox? He probably does. He probably does. Russell, I watched the TPUSA show. It was nice. I've seen a couple clips, but I seem to only see the same clip, and it's when Kid Rock first came out. But I guess there was multiple artists and stuff. I'll have to look into it. Ghostly made it just in time. Larry, YouTube sucking today? I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Snooks, I thought Trump said a staffer did it. That is what they were saying. I'm trying to think, because Caroline Leavitt made an excuse for what was happening, and then President Trump took it down. I think Caroline Leavitt was trying to suggest that it wasn't offensive or something like that, and then President Trump took it down, and I don't know if any more statements were made. I think it's really stupid, though. People are so outraged about this, but they weren't outraged when the video was made. They're just outraged that he shared it. They don't care that somebody else made it. He shared it, and that makes it all bad. It's so stupid. Major, always double down. Branch, no apologies. Yeah, I don't think he should apologize either. Kevin, no. I don't think he should. Here, Juicer, happy freedom to you. Corley, they never played the whole video. No, they only played the first couple seconds. But if you watch the whole video, it shows all kinds of people in it. Wrench, doesn't evolution say we came from monkeys? I mean, I guess that's what it says. I believe in God, though. Elder Zoomer, wasn't it in Spanish? The halftime show? That's what I heard. I heard the whole thing was in Spanish. Kevin, are they dancing or having a stroke? It depends who you ask. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Corley? Happy freedom to you. I have to run to the post office tomorrow, Corley. I wasn't able to do it today, but I will go pick it up tomorrow. Rappy, I just watched the Turning Point USA halftime show and it was great. That's awesome. Kevin, the halftime show was awful, talking about Bad Bunny. Bill Clay, I watched the Super Bowl for the first time since 2021. Was any of the gameplay good? I don't really know who won, and I haven't heard anything about the actual sport. I just hear everybody crying about the halftime show. What's up, Bill Tong? Happy freedom to you. Corley, no apologies. Yeah, I don't think he has anything to apologize for. So, Smelly, happy freedom to you. Smelly, no, we haven't talked about it. I know there's a short clip. I wanted to play it on Saturday and I forgot, and that's the only time we can play it. I think it was in Lefties losing it on Saturday, though, now that I'm thinking about it. Thank you so much, EFO, for our first super chat. As we've been remonetized over on YouTube, you are awesome, EFO. Thank you so much for the support. It says YouTube is auto-correcting. I'm sorry to hear that, EFO. Thank you so much, though. What's up, Bee's Knees? Happy freedom to you. Tar Kitty. Glenn Beck did the best YouTube thoughts. 3 others I watched. I don't know what you're saying, Tar Kitty. 3 others I watched did as well. The best YouTube thoughts? What does that mean? Oh, both halftime shows. I see what you're saying, Tar Kitty. I'll have to go back and watch them, because I just have seen the clips. What's up, Damon Walker? Happy freedom to you. Proud Patriot Girlie, didn't watch the game, but watched the TPUSA show. What did you think of it? Bee's Knees, I didn't watch the Super Bowl at all. The NFC and AFC championship games were trash. So just figured Super Bowl B as well. Caught up on the Landman series. What is Landman? I got a copyright strike or something a week or 2 ago about Landman. But when I Google it, Google doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. And I keep seeing people reference it. I have no idea what Landman is. It's like code word for something, I guess. It's elusive. So Cass, happy freedom to you. Ramsey, I go to church with Gabby Barrett and her husband, super bass Christians. I'm glad she made the TPUSA show. Interesting. I've never heard of that person. I will have to do some Googling after the live. Built on YouTube is asshole. I know. But if they're going to throw me some doll hairs, I need it. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, we got a follow-up video with the nurses in New York City. They're still on strike. It's coming up next, but first I want to remind you hooligans really quick. If you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. Like I said, it's a follow-up video. These people want more money. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. All right, hooligans, hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get into this.
The two sides are getting closer to an agreement, but the fact is this strike still wears on, affecting nearly 15,000 nurses and far, far more of their patients. Days into the fourth week of the nurses' strike, picket lines at multiple hospital sites continue, but there's one change after all this time, and it's major.
Hope. We have hope.
That's a word that has not been said on a picket line since the strike started on January 12th. But nurse Roy Permal, who's been in contact with the contract negotiating team, also warned about getting hopes up too high.
We just can't back down because we have a little glimmer of hope, because this is just going to drag on and we can't drag this on. We have to finish these negotiations.
He's talking about the result of negotiations that went well past midnight Tuesday morning. All of the hospital systems involved, New York Presbyterian, Montefiore, and Mount Sinai, made new offers to the New York State Nurses Association, or NYSNA, the union. But it said on Tuesday, in part, quote, the hospitals returned proposals that were inadequate and failed to offer a clear path to return nurses to work, unquote. It said the hospitals did not address safe staffing in their offers, so the strike continues. Nurses like Natalie Zhao say they're fighting, but she also relies on a prescription for parts of a breathing apparatus for a medical condition.
And I'm not allowed to reorder my supplies because of no insurance. How long can I push this off for?
They get no pay and no insurance while they're on the picket line. The union says it needs to see more nurses per work shift, no reduction in health insurance packages, and increased safety on the job, as well as higher pay.
The patients know us. They know we take good care of them. The hospital should take good care of us.
So negotiations continue. How soon might they result in a new contract? Remains an open question, but we will stay on this situation up to the minute, as always.
Okay. So, like they were saying, the nurses are still on strike. They're saying that this is day 23, and then this woman's complaining about insurance and saying she has medical needs and that she can't afford whatever it is she needs. And I think she should hit up TrumpRX because they don't take insurance, and so maybe she'd be able to find what she needs for cash out of pocket. They're saying that they're not receiving pay or insurance while they're on strike, and they want higher pay and increased safety on the job. We'll see if they get what they're looking for. Next up, U.S. forces seize Venezuela-linked oil tanker tracked from the Caribbean Sea to the Indian Ocean. Seizing some more oil tankers here. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these nurses. Here, Juicer, that's a bold claim. Nobody has said hope in 23 days. Yeah, yep. It's their choice to strike. We don't really have that option here in Michigan. You want better pay, you have to just get a better job. There ain't no strike or anything like that. What's up, Colty? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom to you. Colty, they're fools. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much they make and stuff, so it's hard for me to say, but I don't think standing around on strike actually accomplishes anything. How are they paying their bills? They don't get paid for striking. That's a good question. They must be pretty well off if they can afford to go out there and strike every day. Bill Tongue, they don't feel like working, it seems. That's what it looks like. Colty, fourth week, how are we just hearing about this? They've been really keeping this one quiet, haven't they? Well, we covered it when it first happened, but there hasn't been, any progress really about it. They're just standing out there doing their thing. Major unions are a grift. Yeah, there's a few unions here, but most jobs are at will employment here. What's up, Nachos? Happy freedom. Bad Bunny's lyrics were super inappropriate. Interesting. I haven't heard it translated yet. What's up, Daniel? Happy freedom to you. Bee's Knees, Billy Bob Thornton Paramount series. Talking about Landman. I like Billy Bob Thornton. Was he in the Epstein files? That's probably the only name I haven't heard yet. Otters. Oh, that's weird. I've not heard that yet. That is inappropriate. All right, Hooligans, we're gonna move forward. Like I said, U.S. forces seize Venezuela-linked oil tanker tracked from Caribbean Sea to the Indian Ocean. This is our oil tanker now. What are we gonna do with all these oil tankers? Sell them for big bucks. Making America great again. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
U.S. forces have seized the Venezuela-linked oil tanker Aquila 2 after retracking it from the Caribbean across the Atlantic into the Indian Ocean. The ship was reportedly carrying about 700,000 barrels of crude oil bound for China. According to the Pentagon, the tanker defied President Trump's quarantine on sanctioned vessels trading in and out of Venezuelan waters, prompting a long pursuit. U.S. military forces boarded the vessel without incident, with video on social media showing troops fast roping onto the deck and crew being secured. This operation is part of an expanded U.S. campaign to enforce sanctions on oil shipments tied to Venezuela, a policy that has resulted in multiple tanker interdictions in recent weeks. February 9's action marks at least the 8th U.S. seizure of Venezuelan-linked tanker, underscoring Washington's resolve to restrict crude exports not processed through approved channels. The drone and helicopter footage released shows a sniper overwatching the Aquila 2 during the boarding. The Pentagon said the ship was flagged to Panama and had left Venezuela earlier this year. The tanker seizure comes amid heightened political turmoil in Venezuela. Opposition figure Juan Pablo Guanipa was reportedly taken by armed men in Caracas shortly after his release from detention, deepening concerns over the nation's fragile leadership landscape. Allies are calling on the international community to demand his unconditional release.
Seizing their oil tanker there. That's ours now. They're saying that the oil tanker broke the quarantine of Venezuela. That word's got a lot of stigma to it. We have seized the oil tanker without incident. Like I said, that belongs to us now. Next up, school shooting reported in Rockville, Maryland. We're just going to go ahead and hop right into this one. It's a pretty short video. This happened earlier today. Alright, Hooligans, let's get into this.
We have some breaking news. One person has been shot at Thomas S. Wooten High School in Rockville, Maryland. This is a suburb of Washington, D.C. The school is on lockdown right now. All roads to the school have been closed, and we do know that one person has been taken into custody. This happened about 2. And these are some aerial images here of the school. You can see a lot of ice still on the ground from the Arctic blast that we've been experiencing. Now, the school day ends at 2:30 p.m. Police were called out at about 2:15. Right now, students have not been able to leave, and it looks like you can see there some law enforcement officers there in the parking lot here at this school. And we know that there was a shooting plot at the same school that was actually thwarted in 2024. But here we do have someone who was shot. School is on lockdown and somebody is in custody. We're going to continue to follow this story and bring you more when updates become available.
Okay, so like I said, really quick video there. They probably have a few more details now. We'll try and get a follow-up for tomorrow. Next up, we got our midlife break, or funny video halfway through. Today was provided by Ghostly, and it's titled, When You Let Hooligans Start a Cafe. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this school shooting situation. They're saying it was one suspect. He's in custody, so he didn't get smoked. And one person was shot, but they didn't say that they died, so I assume they're either still being determined or they're going to survive. Students and teachers sheltering in place, barricading themselves inside. Like I said, there's probably more details now. We'll try and get more tomorrow for a follow-up. Either way, like I said, we got our midlife break coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about that active shooter situation in Rockville, Maryland at a school, as well as us getting a brand new oil tanker. Larry, Maryland, blue state. Yep, that's how it goes. Russell, pissed off students not able to go home on time. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if they're in shock, then they probably have no sense of time. You know, like time goes out the window when you're in shock. Ghostly, I used to work in Rockville, not shocked. Yeah, do they have a lot of trouble there? A lot of crime issues? Russell, you can run, but you can't hide. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with these oil tankers. Do they think that President Trump's not going to notice giant ships, you know, floating across the ocean? We're smoking little drug boats and stuff. What's up, Sly Dog? Happy freedom to you. Colty, school shootings wouldn't happen if people whoop these kids' asses once in a while when they're out of line. I agree, but I can't talk a whole lot about it. It makes everybody leave and get mad at me, but I don't know. I got my ass whooped as a kid, and, well, I've never done half the stupid shit that, you know, we cover. You should discipline your kids, not abuse your kids. That's the best way I've been able to put that out there. Cass, bet it's the shapeshifter? Yeah, probably. Otters, this is what happens when you don't make the kids get their naps. You know, when you don't straighten them out. Magic Moon piracy on the high seas. Are we the pirates now? I still want to know more about the drug boats. We're smoking drug boats, but they won't tell us where they're coming from. They used to be coming from Venezuela. Now they're just saying, oh, out in the water we found a drug boat. That's weird to me. Otters, I think those ships are still trafficking people. Definitely could be. Colty, I got my ass whipped. I ain't never thought about doing bad stuff at a school. Yeah, I agree. Guess who? Schools ban guns on site. Did they not see the sign on the outside door? I know. What's going on? They didn't follow the law. That's why we got all these laws. Bees Knees, Maryland, being Maryland. Yeah, sounds like it. What's up, Shake and Bake? Happy freedom to you. Bullseye, we are the captain now. That's right. Smile and wave. I have no idea what you're talking about. You can be nicer the next time you talk to me, though. Bee's knees. I'm Sicilian, so all my mother had to do growing up was give me the look. Parents need to learn to discipline. Period. I agree. Guess I support abortions up to the age of 23. Happy freedom to you. Guess All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, we got our midlife break. Today was provided by Ghostly.
17
Hold on a second. There we go. Let's fix this volume. Bam. Whoops. This is our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today, like I said, it was provided by Ghostly, and it's titled, When You Let Hooligans Start a Cafe.
17 arrests were made during a raid 3 days ago at DD Cafe. Police say they found staffers wearing bikinis or in various states of undress while serving customers. They added that it violated municipal codes related to public nudity. I'm sorry. Public nudity, alcohol regulations.
Where's this?
Address?
Yeah, like
Garden Grove.
Yeah, what street is it on?
You're ridiculous. Okay, so anyways, this violated a lot of regulations since the cafe was not licensed to sell alcohol. Officials believe similar businesses are operating elsewhere in that city.
What are the property taxes in Garden Grove?
17 arrests.
Very nice. Just getting a little coffee and some action. Anyways, getting back into the news here. Next up, Amazon delivery drone crashes into Richardson's apartment. Now, this is actually a follow-up video because when the Amazon facility, I think it's in Texas, decided that they were going to start doing these delivery drones, it was a big deal. It was all over the news, and we covered it. Now they're crashing them into buildings, pretending it's the 911 day. Anyways, before we get into this, if YouTube would give me a break here, there we go. I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open a browser, go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get into this. Like I said, Amazon delivery drone throwing itself right into buildings and stuff. You know, this is what we expected. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Is investigating the crash of a delivery drone in Richardson.
The drone was on a delivery run when it hit the side of an apartment building. Nobody was injured, but Fox 4's Alex Boyer did get the chance to talk to a witness who recorded video of the crash. What'd they say, Alex?
Hey guys, certainly drone deliveries, as we know, are on the rise in North Texas, but this is certainly not something you see every day. That woman that you mentioned, Heather, she happened to be looking out of the window of her apartment building when she saw that Amazon drone trying to make a delivery. Instead, it crashed into the side of the building and hit the ground. Take a look. It was an ordinary Wednesday at this Richardson apartment complex when suddenly a rogue Amazon delivery drone sparked a commotion. Take a look.
Oh my God. I was really more just recording because I've not seen an Amazon drone yet. And when I heard it out there, I was like, oh, my family, we've been talking about it. And then I just happened to get the crash on camera.
Cesarina Johnson took the dramatic cell phone video. The city of Richardson launched drone delivery service last December. Johnson said the large drone carrying a package crashed near a maintenance worker. He called the Richardson Fire Department. Johnson says the propellers were still moving.
You could smell like it was starting to burn. And you see a few sparks in one of my videos. Luckily, nothing really caught on fire where it escalated really crazy, but they had to come and try to dismantle it. And then shortly after they came, 2 Amazon guys came and they had to clean it up and take it in their truck. It wasn't even an Amazon truck.
In a statement to Fox 4 News, an Amazon spokesman said in part, a Prime Air drone in vertical flight struck the outside of an apartment building in Richardson before making contact with the ground. While the drone was damaged, no one was injured and the apartment building only sustained minimal damage. We're working with the appropriate people involved to make sure any repairs are handled.
In certain cases, I've seen videos where the package is literally dropped from the air.
Shayuk Mukhopadhyay teaches robotics. He says accidents like these are bound to happen in the short term as drone deliveries become more common, but added that.
And there are guidelines where when you operate such drones, some of these do require manual inspection. So there has to be an operator watching, even if the lower level control of the drone, for example, is on an autopilot. So there still has to be some manual guidance involved, because if things go south, then somebody has to issue the command, to take the appropriate action or to, do some evasive maneuvers.
Man down.
Or in this case, as we know, drone. I can tell you at this point, Amazon has not said what caused that drone to malfunction. We do know that Richardson is just one of a growing number of cities here in North Texas that are offering drone deliveries. In fact, they started doing so just last December.
Yeah, we figured that was going to happen. I'm surprised it took so long, honestly. Anyways, next up we have a triply on Ghislaine Maxwell. The first one is she declines to answer House questions. She's pleading the fifth. Second one is Jasmine Crockett speaking on the situation and talking bad about President Trump while sounding like a trashy hoe bag. And then the third video there, bizarre revelation in Epstein case, as official death announcement is dated 1 day before he actually kicked the bucket. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this drone situation. Once again, they're saying an Amazon drone crashed into an apartment building and was still active and a potential threat while it crashed on the ground. It seemed a little bit too easy for the cleanup. They're like, oh, Amazon just showed up, picked the drone up, and left. Really? Because that sounds like a crime happened. It sounds like the police should have been involved. An aircraft just hit your house. So, I don't know. Like, if you shoot down a drone, you just committed a federal crime. If a drone crashes into your house, well, just wait for Amazon to show up and clean up. That don't sound right to me. Either way, like I said, we got a triply on Ghislaine Maxwell. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Guess the cause of the drone crash was gravity is what I think. Yeah. Poor piloting. Ghostly, I'm a maintenance worker. If a drone takes me out, it's war. Yeah. I'm not messing around with the drones. Because it kind of sounds like they could fly a drone right into you and you can't do anything about it. You smack that thing out of the sky, you just committed a federal crime. But if they crash it into you specifically, no, they're good. That don't make sense to me. Sam, where's the FAA on this? Yeah, it seems like they would have to do some official stuff, not just have two duds show up, from Amazon and being like, oh yeah, we'll just clean it up for you, pay the damages. That don't sound right to me. Guess the drone was ice and the maintenance worker was illegal. They were trying to capture, but it was unsuccessful. It happens. So Wiles, happy freedom to you. Otters, these kids have no imagination anymore. Shooter equals death, now poison. That would be a better bet. I don't know. These people shouldn't be killing each other, especially at school. I used to be heavily bullied when I was at school. Now that I think about it. Never once did I ever want to go to school and do bad stuff. I wanted to fight with the kids that were fighting with me, but I didn't want to smoke them necessarily. I don't know. Kids don't have any tolerance these days. What's up, Pro Gun? Happy freedom to you. Fists are the only weapon you should bring to school. Kids are sissies these days. I agree. Ramsey, I got straight up beat regularly. I earned it, deserved it, and wouldn't be a decent person without it. Some kids need more than others. Yeah, Ramsey, that's how I was too. Pure blood, happy freedom to you. They couldn't read the no gun sign. That's probably what it is. I bet they pledge allegiance to a rainbow flag just fine, but they can't read, write, or do math. That's how it goes. Colty sounds like my kind of cafe. Yep. Cass, who was driving the ship? Pilots are fired. That's what I'm saying. I think it was operator error. They're like, pull up, and you just crash the drone right into the apartment. They're like, dang it, now we gotta go retrieve it. Bro, gun, I'm not gonna be able to read that out loud, but that is hilarious. Kevin, we should train cats to deliver packages. I agree. Kevin the Klaus Express, he might do it. Maybe. He just needs to take a quick nap first. What's up, Fresca Bean? Happy freedom to you. Well, don't work too hard, Fresca Bean. Guess who? Somalian daycare and flight school? It's all making sense now. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. It's okay, Walt. Happy freedom to you. EFO. Amazon dropped on time. I wonder what their time was scheduled. You know, like normally when you order something from anywhere, it'll say your delivery is expected in this much time, you know, a week from now or whatever. I wonder if you live in the area, if it says like 20 minutes. Your package will be there in 20 minutes. That's what I told her. Welcome back, Proud Patriot Girly. Bullseye sounds like a lawsuit. That's what I think too. What's up, Jeb? Happy freedom to you. Sam, got chicken and dumplings? That sounds fantastic. I'm sitting here starving. I was messing around with the goof tube before I started the live, so I didn't get a chance to make some food or anything like that. And I'm all jacked up on coffee, if you guys didn't realize. Super jacked up on coffee. I love that coffee maker that I can never think of what the hell it's called. It takes the K-cups and stuff. Love that thing. It's awesome. I try not to go through the K-cups too fast. Welcome back, Glamour. Colty flying while intoxicated. That sounds expensive. They're going to have to investigate. A Keurig. Thank you, Otters. I don't know why I can't ever remember what that's called, but I love that thing. Thank you, Colty. Oh my goodness. The Rumblebot's hilarious. Sly Dog says, what do you call a busload of liberals driving off a cliff? The Rumblebot, which is AI, says, a good start to some peace and quiet. That's the first time I ever heard an AI tell a joke that was anywhere near funny. That's fantastic. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got a triply on Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's go ahead and get this poll.
As expected.
All right, the first of three here, Ghislaine Maxwell, that's what we're calling her, declines to answer House questions. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
As expected, Ghislaine Maxwell took the fifth and refused to answer any questions. This obviously is very disappointing. We had many questions to ask about the crimes she and Epstein committed, as well as questions about potential co-conspirators.
Do you think that Britain's royal family has questions to answer to your committee?
Well, we would love to hear, from anyone. Obviously, I can't subpoena in foreign countries, or I would have done that in the Biden investigation. But do you have anything to add, Andy?
I'll just add one thing that the attorney for Ms. Maxwell said that she has no indication and would say that neither Presidents Trump or Clinton are culpable for any wrongdoing, and that's one thing they said in his opening statement to us today.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Just to be clear, what her attorney said, Maxwell didn't say. Her attorney said that she would answer questions if she were granted clemency by the president,
Trump,
and that she went on to say about Clinton and
then but he went on to expand that. The other thing is he pointed out a number of times that she has a habeas corpus petition pending for a new trial and release, and that's why she is not going to answer questions.
Okay, first of three there. They're all quick, don't you worry. This next one, unfortunately, has got Jasmine Crockett in it, though. Believe it or not, she's not saying nice things about the president. Shocking. Come on, you dirtbag. There we go. This one's titled, Jasmine Crockett sends message to President Trump after Ghislaine Maxwell's deposition on Epstein. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
And what is your message to President Trump in that case?
Same thing. We're going to be on his ass. I mean, you know, it is so... I don't really know where we are in this country. Why are we even having this conversation? The United States is falling apart right now, partially because he's going out and randomly allowing for the killings of people in the middle of the street. But the other part of it is that we have a 34-count convicted felon, and there are people that are still shielding him from any type of accountability as it relates to a child sex trafficking ring. It is time to take the blinders off. Like, I don't understand why we are pretending like any of this is normal. And I think that that is the level of frustration that so many people are bringing, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent, specifically to the Epstein file situation. Because right now we know that they were willing to try to throw the Clintons in prison for not showing up, yet they won't even allow us to bring other people into committee who we know are mentioned in these files and mentioned so much more. When we went through the hearing as it relates to the Clintons, I said, listen, we know that Donald Trump's name is mentioned more. Bring him in too. Like, I'm not saying that this should be partisan. This should be whoever. I want to be clear about that. This, for the Democrats, this isn't partisanship. This is about right versus wrong.
Okay. That's the squawking of Jasmine Crockett. Crockett shit. This is the third of the Tripoli here. This is some interesting information that has to do with Epstein. I mean, everything about him seems to be interesting in one way or another. Disgusting, but interesting. Either way, this third one here, before we hop in the chat, bizarre revelation in Epstein case as official death announcement was dated 1 day before he actually kicked the bucket. Let's get into this.
A bizarre inconsistency has surfaced in the Jeffrey Epstein case after millions of new files were released. The sex offender was found hanged in his cell on the morning of August 10, 2019. But a death announcement from the US Attorney's Office strangely records the date of death to be the 9th of August, 1 day prior. Epstein was being held at the Metropolitan Correction Center in Manhattan on charges of sex trafficking minors and conspiracy. At the time, the US Attorney General said, earlier this morning, the Manhattan Correctional Center confirmed that Jeffrey Epstein, who faced charges brought by this office of engaging in the sex trafficking of minors, had been found unresponsive in his cell and pronounced dead shortly thereafter. Epstein was pronounced dead by suicide, but the case has been plagued by conspiracy theories such as a malfunctioning camera, missed checks throughout the night, which led to an inability to create a timeline on the night Epstein died. Democrat strategist Adam Parkhomenko blasted the discovery, saying, "I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, there are lots of things that remain objectively strange." A DOJ draft press release dated the day before his death was the final version, adding the phrase of an apparent suicide. Reports of the government using boxes to mimic a body, a missing minute from jail camera footage, cameras that weren't working, a delay in releasing documents, millions of pages that still haven't been made public, no list of offenders, and only one arrest, the woman involved. All of this happened while Donald Trump was president. You don't have to believe in conspiracy to believe the public still hasn't got the right answers. The Epstein case has captivated the world since his arrest, particularly because so many high-profile people are implicated, says Republican politician Thomas Massie.
And by the way, I think historically when we look back at the Epstein scandal, it's going to be bigger than Watergate. and it's going to be, by the way, the president didn't go to jail, the attorney general did. It's going to be bigger than Iran-Contra, and here's why. It spans 4 administrations. It's deeper than any political thing on the surface. And so I think in terms of the number of people who are affected, I mean, how many people were affected by Iran-Contra, okay, or Watergate? I mean, specifically in that instance. Obviously, everybody's affected when there's a lack of transparency and bad or fraudulent things happening. But I mean, directly affected or implicated, that was a finite group of people in both of those. Here we have what seems to be almost an infinite number of people involved with Jeffrey Epstein. At least we don't even know yet how many there were in the criminal enterprise or the seedy part.
Okay, so that's our triply on Maxwell and the whole Epstein situation. Next up, $1 million in welfare fraud has been busted. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these 3 videos related to the whole Maxwell Epstein thing. In the first video, they're saying that Maxwell has pled the 5th and is refusing to answer questions. They mentioned that she would answer questions if she was given clemency, and that she has an upcoming court date for a new trial, and that's what she's pleading the 5th for right now, and she doesn't want to give information before she potentially gets a new trial. And then the second video there, Jasmine Crockett sounding like a trash bag. She keeps this fake ghetto act up. Now she's saying that the Trump administration was going to throw the Clintons in prison, and she's saying that, like, who is Trump to throw the Clintons in prison and stuff and whatever. Now, she did mention that maybe he should be brought up to come and speak before Congress to talk about the Epstein stuff, and I think that would be very entertaining to hear President Trump's take on it, because all we ever hear is that he knew Epstein. Epstein was a weirdo. He kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago or wherever because he was being a weirdo, and he cut ties with him. And that's all we ever hear, which is fine. But it would be interesting for them to be able to ask him questions about the time he did spend with him, just to get more insight on the situation. In the end, it's not going to matter at all. Nothing's going to happen about this, but it would just be more entertainment. Either way, like I said, next up, $1 million in welfare fraud. It's coming up, but first we're going to hop in the chat. Sam, people are probably doing far worse while everyone else is distracted by this Bad Bunny stuff. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Epstein wasn't the only one doing it. Epstein and Diddy and all them. Ghostly. They are his clients. They were never going to do anything about it, but I want to know, and I will not live blind to the horrors. Yeah. Yup. Sam, not trying to discount the death date, but it could be a paperwork error. Yeah, it could be, and I think they were kind of alluding to that in the video. They were saying, you know, the death date happened a day before he actually died, which, you know, probably could have been filed afterwards, honestly. But then they were saying, look at all the inaccuracies that happen, you know, the cameras and so on and so forth. And they were just talking about how it's strange there's so many errors around this whole situation. Sam, ain't nobody going to do anything about the Epstein files. Even if we knew 100% of the truth of it, nobody's going to do anything. Might as well forget about it. Yeah, Sam, that's how I feel too. Russell, Jasmine Crockett sounds... I don't think I can read that out loud. She sounds ignorant, though. I know that. You guys smoking me with these Dave Chappelle memes. Otters, it could help exonerate Trump even further if we could hear his side. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the lefties will ever, believe anything. He could be under oath with a gun to his head and they'll still think he's lying about everything. But I think it would be entertaining instead of just hearing the same stuff over and over again and not having any resolve. What's up, Palms? Happy freedom to you. Jasmine will be gone during the midterms. Yeah. I don't know if she'll get reelected or not. It depends. She throws some doll hairs. What's up, Rex? Happy freedom to you. Epstein was a paying customer. Oh, I believe it. Totally believe it. I'm sure there's a hierarchy and everything else. They try to act like he was on an island on his own and just magically recruited all these people to come do bad things. You don't go to somebody's house on an island and commit crime unless you trust that person. You just don't. You just don't. You don't even go next door and hang out with the neighbors and commit crime unless you trust those people, let alone fly out to an island. So, there's absolutely other people involved, but they don't want to talk about it because they're probably all on Capitol Hill. The other thing I keep thinking about too, and they didn't really bring this up, Maxwell's in prison. If she went to Congress and openly said, oh yeah, these are all the bad guys and stuff, what do you think is going to happen to her in prison? She's locked in a room all day. They could just easily walk in and smoke her. Cameras didn't work that day. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes me think that even if she wanted to say something, she's not going to, because it'd be too easy to have her taken out while she's locked in a cement room. And I think that's why she's trying to get clemency, because then she could say whatever and then go, right? Flight, be gone, disappear. It's hard to say though. Kevin, yep, it is Rita today. It is. Oh, you guys want to hear a funny story that's kind of funny, kind of not funny? Yesterday, I had to run to the store, and I wanted to make sure that they had what I needed, because my car is dead. I keep telling you guys that my car is in very bad shape. But there was some stuff I needed yesterday, and I was willing to risk it for the biscuit. So I called up to make sure they had the items I needed, and talk to them and stuff, and they were like, yeah, we got it. And I'm like, okay. And they were like, but this is it, this is the last of it, so you got until you get here. Somebody else buys it, it's too bad. And I was like, well, pull it aside from me. And he was like, okay, what's your name? And I was like, Jeff. And he's like, Jess? I'm like, no, Jeff. He's like, Jess like Jesse? I'm like, no, Jeff like Jeffrey. And he's like Jeffrey Epstein? No. No, not like Jeffrey Epstein, no. And he was like, oh yeah. He's like, it must be tough. I'm like, it ain't that damn tough. Yeah, he tarnished the name a little bit, but I'm bringing it back, so don't you worry. He was like, okay. I got the phone. I'm like, what an asshole. Like, why would you say that? No, not like Jeffrey Epstein, damn it. Why? Why is this happening to me? God has the best sense of humor, I swear. Puts me in all these situations. What's up, Metal? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Puffin Stuff? Happy freedom to you. What's up, James? Happy freedom. Palms, Jasmine's seat in the House went away with the new maps in Texas. She's not running for Senate. Oh, interesting. I didn't think about that. Thank you for letting me know, Palms. Bill Tong, Trump's been investigated by multiple 3-letter agencies and 0. Yeah, I don't necessarily think he did anything wrong. I just want to hear him answer Epstein questions to Congress for entertainment reasons. That's probably not justifiable, but I like being entertained. Sam, damn, Jeffrey? I know. Library. Making chicken and veggie soup. Sounds fantastic. I am so hungry sitting here. I don't know what I'm going to make. Figure something out. Rich. According to Trump, the last thing he remembers is when he kicked them out. He kicked them out of Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. What's up, Tipsy Eagle? Happy freedom to you. Great halftime show last night. Kid Rock was amazing. So was everyone else. I'm going to have to go look at it because I only see the intro of Kid Rock. Like the very first 15 seconds is all I've seen. I see these clips everywhere, but it's the same thing. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom to you. Nick, nothing's going to happen? Yeah. Well, they said that up front. They said that they had no incriminating evidence of any third party doing anything illegal with Epstein, way before they even released the files. They didn't say it enough because a lot of people don't remember that, but you can tell when you see people like, oh man, I can't wait for the files to come out. Why? They're not going to do anything. So if you hear terrible things, then you just know terrible things are happening that nobody's going to do anything about it. I mean, it's better to know than not know, but at the same time, it's kind of infuriating. You think about the way that if any of us step out of line any kind of way, for example, if you cross the street incorrectly, you can be arrested for that. These people can fly to an island and eat children, and that's fine. even if the public knows about it. And like, that's frustrating. I don't like that. Proud Patriot Girlie, did you try the special K-Cup yet? Not yet. I'm saving it for last. I'm excited about it, though. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. Bullseye, I thought chicken was a vegetable. It is. It is in my book. Sam, Jasmine probably needs to change the batteries in her smoke detector. She needs something. She needs a little something. What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom to you. Peyton, nobody says he was Jeffried, so don't worry about the name thing. Don't start that, Peyton. Nobody thought that until you said it. Now they're going to start doing it. Then I'm going to be in some real trouble. Ah, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. Kevin, is Klaus on the Epstein list? No. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a 4-year-old kitty now. He thinks he deserves 15 treats a day now. I'm like, nah, bud. That's only on your birthday. He don't care. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, $1 million in welfare fraud has been busted. This is like the 4th or 5th kind of welfare, or not welfare, but just fraud in general that we've covered. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's been in and out of the hospital quite a bit recently. He is in need of a kidney transplant. We put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his links, details, his whole story, as well as a GoFundMe that he put together. If there is any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, like I said, $1 million in welfare fraud. It's a little bit of a hybrid situation. I guess the guy that's the ringleader, he came here and legalized himself, which is uncommon, it seems. But then he had like 4 compadres with him. They were all illegal. That's how it goes. Hit that like button. Let's get into this.
Okay, now to our morning crime report. So it's another day and another report of more fraud coming to light.
Can you believe this? Prosecutors now say this one involves more than $1 million in government welfare, all tied to a Massachusetts restaurant. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has details. Jason?
Mark, Edie, so this case pulls together stolen identities, SNAP benefits, and a restaurant allegedly stocked and profiting off of taxpayers.
I'm here this morning to announce charges against 4 individuals for allegedly stealing the identities of more than 100 victims and using those identities to score more than $1 million in free government benefits.
Authorities say the lead defendant is Raul Fernandez Vicioso, a naturalized U.S. citizen from the Dominican Republic, who ran a Massachusetts restaurant called El Primo. Prosecutors say he and 3 co-defendants, 2 here illegally from Venezuela, unlawfully obtained SNAP benefits in what is being called a multi-state fraud operation. That operation, authorities claim, involved buying stolen identities and then using them to file for the Low-Income Nutritional Aid Program. Investigators allege Vicioso and his crew pulled in more than $400,000 in EBT cards between 2023 and 2025 and used those cards to buy bulk food from wholesalers. You can see it right there. They went on to load up their restaurant shelves with that food and sold it for a profit.
Use the stolen EBT cards to purchase large quantities of expensive bulk food items to stock their restaurant at no expense to themselves, but at considerable expense to taxpayers.
The racket began to unravel when authorities found 117 EBT applications connected just to 2 apartments in Providence, Rhode Island. So you had 117 people, 2 apartments, not very subtle. But Mark, Edie, prosecutors say the fraud did not stop with the EBT cards. According to court records, the same group also filed fraudulent COVID pandemic unemployment claims in at least 5 states using bogus documentation. They purportedly collected more than $700,000 in COVID funds and allegedly even used some of that stolen money to help pay for property in the Dominican Republic. Now, Raul Fernandez Vicioso and his alleged team of fraudsters are facing multiple federal charges. As for the U.S. Attorney, she says her office is naming a fraud coordinator for the District of Massachusetts because she believes state officials aren't interested in prosecuting fraud or even beefing up security measures to ensure it doesn't happen in the first place. So, Mark Eady, the feds have to step in, which seems like a running theme these days. The feds stepping in when state officials won't.
Especially in blue states.
Yeah, but again, it's the same thing. 117 people in 2 apartments. I mean, you look at that, it's like the 2,500 person town in Minnesota, and 6,000 kids were being billed for lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes no sense. Isn't someone watching what they're doing in the government there?
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Information. All right. More fraud. So much fraud. What I don't understand is living in America my whole damn life, not being able to figure out how to be a millionaire. And these people come from outside the country and it's like, bam, scamming and scheming to become a millionaire. I'm like, what the hell? And like, how many of them don't get caught? So I don't know. Am I stupid or like what? Like I can't figure it out. I'm like, I need more money. These people are like, no problem. Nah, I wouldn't want to go to prison for fraud or any of that stuff. It's my morals holding me back from becoming wealthy, I suppose. Either way, they're saying that one naturalized citizen that owns a restaurant recruited 4 illegals. They all together stole 400,000 doll hairs using EBT that they were getting from stolen identities. Then they were taking the food and stocking the restaurant with it. So then they had no overhead cost. They don't even bring that up. When you run a business and you buy shit for your business, that's a tax write-off. If they're buying stuff for their business using fraudulent EBT cards, they potentially could be writing off the money spent on stock as a business write-off, meaning that they're also committing tax fraud. And they didn't say that, so I don't know if they didn't think that hard about it, but I wonder if they're also committing tax fraud, which is a huge deal. But either way, they said that they found 117 EBT applications connected to 2 apartments, not apartment buildings, 2 apartments. They had 117 people living in these 2 apartments, is what they were trying to say on paper. They also filed fraudulent COVID unemployment claims, gaining more than 700,000 doll hairs in stolen COVID money. So it's like, and like I said, the tax fraud on top of it, which they didn't even consider that. These people, they should be facing the ultimate consequences in this. Either way, next up, we got the last little bit of the news. It is Lefties losing it, and today it's titled, Atrocious and Worst Ever. Super Bowl halftime show by Bad Bunny and Green Day. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about all this fraud. Saying Betty wasn't paying taxes either. You know, now that I think about it, a lot of people who come into the country, become legal, they get tax breaks. So maybe they're doing that. There was some people who used to run this gas station back in Niles where I grew up, and they were Indian descent, right? They were like from India. Now, I don't know exactly where they were from, but you know what I'm saying, right? They had like Air Forces, the same place you could buy beer, like stuff like that. And what they were doing is you get 5 years without having to pay taxes if you come into the country from specific countries, or maybe if you legalize from any country, I'm not sure, but they would get like 5 years without taxes. And so what they would do is they would run the business for 5 years and then put it in somebody else's name, like a family member's name, another 5 years. And put it in somebody else's name, another 5 years. And they had made it like 40 years or something with it, never paying taxes on this business. And they were doing it legit, but they were just real clever about how they were doing it. Hold on, did something happen over here? Well, first of all, thank you so much, Bill Tong, for the $5 donation over on Rumble. You're badass, Bill Tong. Thank you so much for the support. Says, I need to run, have some customers. Have a great evening, Jeff and the Hooligans. Thank you so much, Bill Tong. And I think we got raided. Who raided us? Hold on a second. Let me figure this out. Why do I not have a raid notification? There we go. Robert, thank you so much for the raid. Let me grab your link really quick. You hooligans need to go do the thing. I almost wrote the wrong. I almost started my own raid. It happens. Bam. Go give Robert a follow. Thank you so much, Robert. Clausen, is you ready for this raid dance? Thank you so much. You're awesome, Robert. Really appreciate the raid. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. We are in between videos right now, but go ahead and hit that like button on your way in. Like I was saying, next up we have Lefties Losing It, and once again it's titled Atrocious Worst Ever Super Bowl Halftime Show by Bad Bunny and Green Day. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what all of you hooligans think. Sam, I don't know if I can say that out loud, but that's hilarious. I've never heard of that term before. Russell, Rita's wearing nude today. You can't jump the gun, Russell. You're getting ahead of the line here. Oh, I try, Snooks. I try. What's up, Grinches, bro? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bill Dozer? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, Information Warlord, for that $10 hair donation over on Rumble. You're badass. Thank you so much for the support, and happy freedom to you. It says, we Americans live in a high-trust society. The border crossers take advantage of our kindness. They look at us as like suckers. Yeah, I've seen that before too. I understand what you're saying. Thank you so much, Information Warlord. Paying like Trump. Remember, he doesn't pay taxes. Trump says, that makes me smart. Yeah. Being clever. As long as you don't cross the line, because the government doesn't play when it comes to taxes. Pure Blood, they're giving low interest loans as well. See, I didn't know that. Doubling up. Metal, Rita, or we riot. We got Rita today. Palms, I'm seeing everywhere on social media saying that Bad Bunny was the greatest show ever. What is the truth? I don't know. The scales are tipped when it comes to social media. I say this every once in a while. You never see lefties getting censored. You never see lefties getting banned. You never see their posts getting taken down. You never see their videos getting strikes. It's only conservatives that get treated that way, and it's on all platforms. It's not, well, not on Rumble. They treat us right on Rumble, but everywhere else, you get treated like dirt. And so if you think about it, that's some heavy leverage on the scales there. It makes it seem like it's 50-50. It's not. It's not even close. The majority of the country is conservative. You can tell because not all buildings are on fire. Not all roadways smell like piss. You know what I mean? So it's very biased when you're on social media. It has to deal with the algorithm. You like one post that was made by a lefty, you didn't know it or whatever, they shared a video, you thought it was cool, bam, now you're in lefty town. And so, you get a lot of people saying that. When I'm on social media, all I see is people dogging that halftime show. So it's just social media being social media. What's up, Donut? Happy freedom to you. Oh, you're a mod over there? Badass. Appreciate you sliding through. Pure Blood, AI that runs on coffee. Old Rumblebot there. Rex, literally every green card business front does the same thing, talking about the fraud. Oh, I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff that happens. Donut, Neuro had a errand to run. I chose the raid today. You're badass. Thank you so much. What's up, Little Galaxy? Happy freedom. IRS will take your stuff. Oh, yeah. They'll leave you naked and crying on the floor. They'll pull them doll hairs out of you. Russell, I like pissing on the street, and I'm not a lefty. I guess that's true, Russell. I understand. Hair juicer, you're jumping the gun here. Sam, Klaus is about to outgrow that bed. I know, it's crazy because it's actually a bowl. There's a whole bowl of Klaus here. He's overflowing. I got Maine Coon cat towers on the wish list if anybody wants to hook Klaus up. What's up, Jim? Happy freedom to you. Trump rules. Yes. The MAGA king. They need to bring that back. Tipsy Eagle, feels like a damn cyber war being a conservative. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know we literally just got remonetized today on YouTube after being demonetized for 4 years. I thought we were only demonetized for 2 years. And I was looking at the dates and stuff when I got the email saying we were remonetized. It's been 4 years. Nah, Agent O, you're just in time. We're about to pull Rita up right now. What's up, Johnny? Happy freedom. What's up, Mike Ingalls? What's up, I Like Salt? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. You guys are getting ahead of me here. All right, we're going to have to pull up Rita before everybody makes their guesses. Proud Patriot Girlie, I cried all through the TPUSA show. Why? Why are you crying? Because all the Charlie Kirk memories coming back? I saw a lot of people say that they were very emotional during the TPUSA show. All right, hooligans, we got to bring up Rita before you guys start rioting in the chat. Come on, hurry up. They want you, and they want you now. They want you bad. Thirsty Monday. All right, hooligans, what color is Rita wearing today? Now, Hair Juicer said red. Russell said nude. Wearing her birthday suit. Ghostly emo chicks in the early 2000s were the only ones that liked Green Day. Yep, I remember. What's up, VID? Happy freedom to you. Colty saying Rita's wearing pink. VID, when YouTube closes your account, they keep your money? Yeah. Well, they give you your final payout, but after that, they don't give you anything. They demonetized me live. We were live. I think we were only live maybe 5-10 minutes, and then all of a sudden I got a huge notification saying I had been demonetized right there. It was like, it was crazy too, because the chat was full of hooligans, and then as the chat kept sliding, you were seeing their badges disappear. It was awful. It was awful, but we survived it because we had Rumble. What's up, Selfie? Happy freedom to you. Is that what your name is? No, I'm reading that wrong. I can't. What is it? Says, I don't know what your name is. We'll go with Lil. Happy freedom to you. Puerto Ricans love the Democrats because Obama gave them old phones, which they still have. I promise you it's the truth. My dad has one. He's a lefty hardcore. Yeah. I've heard that before. A lot of people from outside the country come here and vote Democrat, though, because free things, right? Everybody loves free stuff. Bill Clay, green. Kevin saying purple. Colty saying white shirt, pink jacket. Pure Blood saying red. Grinsbro, blurple. Watchman, happy freedom to you. Red and pink, since she's into this two-tone thing. I know she has been two-toning it up. Magic Moon saying deep purple. Colty, Rita's wearing pink. Otter's saying blue. Otters, some wham burgers and some french fries. Call the wambulance. Pure Blood saying red. Kevin purple. I think I got Kevin twice. What's up, Limited? Happy freedom to you. VID, yeah. Rumble's the place to be. Lyles, is that your name? I don't know how to say your name. I'll have to figure it out. Either way, I appreciate you being with us. What's up, my feed? Happy freedom to you. What is that? Is that a color? I don't know what that is, my feed. Fushisha? I knew Fushisha. Used to date her back in the day. Meta saying maroon. Make sure we get everybody here. Nigga saying purple. Agent O, thank you so much. Agent O saying red. Tipsy Eagle, I've been following you the whole time. I know it's been quite the journey. In May, it'll be 6 years we've been live streaming. Teasel saying silver. I don't think I've heard anybody say silver yet since we've been playing this game. Tipsy Eagle, you should join Rumble. Rumble's awesome. If you're feeling real saucy, you could join jeffmaclive.com because that's the real place to be. Snook says closed because Snooks is cheating. Sam says blue. Russell says nude with pink panties. You can't be both, Russell. You can't be nude and wearing panties. Come on, man. Larry saying red. Ghostly, I don't like free shit. If it's free, you are the product. Yeah, Ghostly, but when outsiders come into America, they don't know that. They think free stuff is free stuff. All right, hooligans. Today, she's wearing, I'm going to say red and black. I know you guys are going to say I'm wrong. That's some other color. It's red and black to me. So either way, hit that like button. Let's get into this.
Losing it. Let's start in Italy, where the Winter Olympics are underway. This is a country led by a staunch conservative and Trump ally, Giorgia Meloni. Likely the most popular leader in America right now is Giorgia Meloni, a woman who has cracked down hard on illegal immigration. Perhaps some of the self-delighted flogs in the US Olympic team are unaware of these facts because they are carrying on like the US is the only country where immigration laws are enforced. Let's hear from some dude called Hunter Hess, another one disgracing the great Hunter name. Here is the freestyle skier emoting at a press conference.
It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. If it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S.
Really, dude? Just what sort of a self-delighted simpleton is Hunter Hess? He has mixed feelings about representing his country, then jump on the first plane home, son. Does he really expect the Trump administration, elected in a landslide, to alter its election promises his fellow Americans voted for so he can feel good about representing his country? Let's hear from another virtue-signaling Olympian with delusions of grandeur. This is Chris Lillis. He's heartbroken about criminals being deported.
I feel heartbroken about what's happened in the United States when, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the protests and things like that. I think that as a country, we need to focus on respecting everybody's rights and making sure that we're treating our citizens as well as anybody with love and respect.
But possibly the worst bit of delusional moral posturing goes to figure skater Amber Glenn, who makes Tonya Harding look like a lovable and rational gal.
Yeah, it's been a hard time for the community overall under this administration. It isn't the first time that we've had to come together as a community and try and fight for our human rights. And now especially, it's not just affecting the queer community, but many other communities.
Really, Amber? Tell me exactly how the queer community is under attack. Just because mutilating confused kids with irreversible procedures is frowned upon now because boys and men can no longer steal women's places in women's sport. And talking about keeping women's sport just for women, remember when this character with male chromosomes was beating the bejesus out of a bunch of women and getting a gold medal for his troubles? Those of us calling out the unfairness of Iman Khalif being allowed to compete in the women's boxing at the Olympics were attacked. I was even threatened with legal action for stating the obvious, and other women were also attacked, including Megyn Kelly.
She was born a woman, lives as a woman, and boxes other women. So what is the argument against that?
This is such an outrage. Look at this. This is a man. This is a man who is competing in the boxing tournament for women.
No, she's not. She's a woman. This female boxer is female. Can we stop this before America turns it into a presidential campaign issue?
Well, you'll be shocked to learn that Iman Khalif is indeed a man, and the Algerian has admitted to having male chromosomes. Give back that gold medal, dude. Now let's get to Bad Bunny's performance at the Super Bowl. It's subject of much debate. The political activist who likes to wear dresses occasionally is said to be the biggest star in music. That's what the powers to be at the NFL claim. But let's see if the actual players taking part in the game are fans of Bad Bunny.
What's your favorite Bad Bunny song? I already got one. Sorry about that. I don't know who that is.
I never heard of Bad Bunny.
I don't know who that is. He's performing at halftime.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. I don't know no Bad Bunny song.
Do you think they made a mistake?
I believe so. I ain't never heard of bro till now.
I don't have one.
I don't listen to him.
I don't know any song.
Oh, what the heck's it called? I blank out the name.
I don't think I have one.
I don't know Bad Bunny song. That's a tough one. I don't have one. I don't really listen to Bad, but I can't lie. I really do not know any. I haven't listened to any songs. I don't know any.
Now, it's not just Bad Bunny who loves preaching politics and a hard left agenda. The NFL also picked has-been pretend punk rockers Green Day, the painfully mediocre and lame Green Day to perform at the Super Bowl. Let's look at some of their recent work.
Well, maybe I'm a American. I'm not a part of a MAGA agenda.
Yes, changing the lyrics to their old songs to slam MAGA. How brave. There are no new songs, anyone knows. They jumped the shark around 1997. But now they're interrupting their lame concerts to deliver political messages like this.
This goes out to all the ICE agents out there, wherever you are. Quit that job you're at. Because when this is over, and it will be over at some point in time, Christy Dawn, Stephen Miller, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, they're gonna drop you like a bad habit. Come on this side of the line.
How does he manage to look like a middle-aged lesbian, about as punk rock as a pumpkin spice latte? Well done, NFL. That's who you have selected to unify the nation. Talk about not knowing your audience. Let's bring in Newsweek's senior editor-at-large, Josh Hammer. Josh,
There we go. Lefties losing their marbles there. Oh no, there's a stink bug. Aha. Cloud's looking the other way. We're going to be safe. Anyways, like I said, lefties losing their marbles there, having a hard time coping. And that does wrap up the news for us today. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar, sent by Tori Wayne. I am ready for some hot sauce. I'm so ready for it. And then we got our 2 funny videos of the day. Like I said, first one was provided by Donnie, and it's titled Having Women in Your Life. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Gingerfire, and this one's titled Me, Trying to Function in Public. All of this is coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about lefties losing their marbles. Sam, Karen, yeah, you know what's funny is we have that mail lady, Roxanne, that hates me, right? And every time I go in there, she gives me a hard time. And so now that, like, Karens are like diet, you know, it's like the diet version. If somebody's just kind of squawking and giving you trouble, then that's a Karen. But if they're constantly hounding you and being shitty to you, that's a Roxanne. And so now, like, whenever I'm on the phone and stuff, I'll be out in public doing stuff and have somebody harping on me. I told you guys I had to straighten somebody out at Dollar General the other day because this woman was taking the items out of the basket I put on the counter and was slamming them against the counter in the bag, and I had to straighten her out. I was like, don't slam my shit. Like, what is wrong with you? I spent $60 on items and she wanted to slam all my stuff. I had to straighten her out. She's a straight Roxanne. She was just acting like a Roxanne, just being belligerent. Either way. Hair juicer looking like he's going to ask for the manager. Yep. It's ma'am. That's what he was looking like. Sam, talking about the prostitute soundbite, it's automatically stuck in my head anyway. I have to make sure I don't say it out loud in public. I do say it in public. I just mutter it under my breath, especially if I go to Walmart. It's hard. I hear the beats in my head, so I have my own theme music when I'm walking around, and then the sound bites. And I'll get the sound bites straightened out. Like I said, we switched from Streamlabs back over to OBS, so I got to get the sound bites put together, but we will. Russell never heard of Bad Bunny. Neither is everybody at the Super Bowl also. Well, see, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Social media is not balanced. It's not balanced at all. It makes you think it's 50-50, and sometimes it makes you feel like the world's against you. But as you can see, all those players and everybody else there, right, being asked what's your favorite Bad Bunny song, they don't even know who that is, right? And they're there. They are at the Super Bowl. So, I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows. But the problem is they're going to know now. Because good publicity and bad publicity is all good publicity. And so everybody who hates Bad Bunny, and you tell people that, they're like, oh, I don't know who that is. They Google it, and that affects the algorithm, makes them more famous. It'd be better if nobody actually knew who that person was. Metal, Roxanne is a great Police song. I'll have to look it up. I haven't heard that. Cass, the TPUSA halftime show was great, got a ton of coverage. That's what I heard. I heard it was like 6 million people watching or something like that across 3 different platforms. It's pretty good while it's competing with the Super Bowl. Magic Moon, did Lefties ever have marbles, or is it a dream? It's just a delusion. That's all it is. Puff stuff. I like her marbles. Mm-hmm. Kevin, those who scream the loudest have the most to lose. Yup. Grinch's bro sounds like Dookie. It does, straight up. Little Galaxy, Bad Bunny's not even native to that island. What a grifter. Well, in the beginning of his performance, I saw a clip that showed him saying like "God bless America" or something like that, and people in the comments was like, you know, "F you, Bad Bunny." Like, you over here saying you hate America, now it's God bless America. Well, then people in the comments were responding to that saying, well, he's saying God bless all the Americas, including South America. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut the hell up. You're at our Super Bowl. You need to be respecting United States of America. We're not worried about the rest of those countries. I'm just going to go with Lil Selfie because I don't know how to say your name. They're lying about the numbers state controlled by the left. Yeah, they are. All the numbers are fudged. Rappy never heard of Bad Bunny until the Super Bowl. Yeah, I hadn't really heard of him until then either. Meta, I used to like REM. What is REM? I'm not familiar. Not up to speed with the cool kids. Nacho's very inappropriate lyrics. Yeah, I have to look it up. Somebody else was saying that earlier in the live. Teasel, that voice is like nails on a chalkboard. I agree. What's up, 1111? Happy freedom to you. Surprised I haven't heard anything about the Olympics, because I guess that's going on also. Hey, thanks for being with us, Larry. Enjoy the rest of your night. Ghostly. They're lying about how many people watch the Super Bowl. It's the exact same number as 2025. I just looked it up, and it's literally just copy and paste on the viewer account. 122 million, or 122.7 million both years. Bullshit. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Interesting. Hold on, let me put this on the screen here. So this is 2026, 127.7 million. And then this is 2025, 127.7 million. I don't know. It reminds me of the COVID numbers. I mean, that 1 year where nobody died of the flu. You guys remember that? That 1 year. It's the only year in human history where nobody died of the flu. I remember. Either way, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. Like I said, first one was provided by Donnie, and it's titled Having Women in Your Life. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Gingerfire, and it's titled Me Trying to Function in Public. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what sauce we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Now we're getting down to the last row here. Does that mean this is going to be the hottest of the hot stuff? It could be. I don't know though. We already had 2 of the ghosts. This will be alright. Oh, and last week, I don't have the sauce here because it's in the fridge. Saturday, I think it was, we tried sauce. It was pineapple something or other. Now I'm going to fight this damn thing. It was pineapple mango or something like that, but it was super hot. And I was saying that it seemed like habanero. I looked it up on this very tiny writing right here, and it was habanero. It was hot as shit. Let's see what we got today, though. If I could get this packaged up. Goodness. Today we got apple whiskey habanero. We're gonna have to try this. It's gonna be hot. Hot stuff. Klaus Daniels. That's right. Get 911 on speed dial just in case. Just in case. Keep the medics ready. Klaus Daniels is, I can't even think he was CPR certified. He's a good boy. Been a good boy his whole life. All right. Once again, this is apple whiskey habanero. That sounds good. Oh, it's gonna be hot. I can tell this is gonna be hot. I might be making some chicken nuggets later and put some of the sauce on it. Some of the boss sauce. It's got little red flakes in it. That's encouraging. All right, here we go. Cheers, hooligans. Fuck, it's hot. Oh my god. Oh, it is so hot. Holy, it's up in my sinuses. Oh, Klaus Daniels is hot. It's hotter than Snooks. Jesus loves us. It's so sharp. It's so sharp. It's like I got a razor blade in my mouth. My eyes is watering. My camera's probably not good enough for you guys to see it. These are happy tears. Oh, it's so fucking hot. Oh, it's hot. It's hot, young man. Goodness. I can breathe clearly now, though. That's what I was looking for. Thank you so much, Tori Wayne. Oh, it's hot. Let's get into some funny videos here. This is going to make my eyelashes just so pretty. Let's get this first one pulled up. Oh, it's by Donnie. I can feel it in my nose. Like I said, this was provided by Donnie, and this is titled Having Women in Your Life.
Enjoy it. And I'm good at it. What the
Not good. She was going to do the death roll. It's not good. He had the Cowboys flyer on the wall there too, if that tells you anything. Anyways, get into our official funny video of the day. And I feel like I've never related to a video so much. This was provided by Gingerfire, and this is titled Me. Trying to function in public.
Hi. One herbal tea, please.
Which flavor?
Flavor. Jasmine?
Sorry, I meant for the boba.
The little spheres of tapioca and sugar?
The tea comes with boba.
Well, it doesn't, because I see the tea right there and I see the boba over there. So why don't we just not combine them? Yeah? So I'll take the tea without the covert diabetes delivery mechanism, please.
The system won't let me do that.
Okay. Yeah, no, fine. One boba, please. We'll call it a mental health day treat. Self-care, right? Isn't that what people call it whenever they need an excuse to do whatever the fuck they want?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, of course you don't. Of course you don't. One chewy sugar tea, please.
All right. You can scan the code.
Why?
Because the code takes you to the app.
That's 2 apps today. Yeah. Got apps for everything, Even though I'm already talking to the person that could just take my order right here, but I got to download an app, right? How about this? I have cash. You have tea. Why don't we just streamline things?
We don't take cash, though.
Yeah. How about cards? Take cards?
Yes.
Oh, great.
But there is a $10 minimum. There's no minimum on the app, though.
Sorry, it's it's not your fault. You didn't create the system. The system is just, it is what it is, and we're both victims here, so.
What?
Nothing. 2 boba teas, please. Hi.
I swear to God, that's me in public. Like, down to the T. I've never related to a video so much. I don't know how they caught me on camera like that. Either way, that is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. I'm going to grab this link really quick. I'm going to drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and we're raiding out over on Rumble. Oh, it's hot still. What's up, Animal? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Pickles? Happy freedom to you. I hate people. Well, sometimes I feel like I hate people. I don't really hate them. I just wish they would do better. Yeah, that's the reality of the situation. I just wish they would do better. They don't, though. Ever. They never do. That's all right. Here's the link list link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I'd really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through Pledge of Allegiance coming up next, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Ooh. Ghostly, I just leave when shit like that happens. Nope, you're not getting any of my money. Yeah, Ghostly, I do the same thing. If they're jerking me around and stuff, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. They're like, no, wait, no, I'm done. So unless you're going to physically stop me, I'm leaving. Ghostly, I'm betting the NFL tanked bad now. I'm starting to think that sports is money laundering. Because all I do is hear people talking about sports are rigged and nobody watches them anymore and all this stuff. It's like, but how are they doing so well then? Yeah, I think it's got to be money laundering, but, you know, it's just my own thoughts rattling around in my head. Otters. Damn it, I need a bottle of water, some dry food storage, and the Fallout pills. Got plenty of ammo, though. These planes freak me out. Yeah. Gotta have a little of everything. What's up, Crystals? Happy freedom to you. That's how you feel, Crystals, going out in public? It's frustrating out there. James, don't get me on people driving. Oh my god, yeah. I can't stand the way people drive. Metal, he's about to go Hulk mode on her. I know, when he did that deep sigh, I was like, yeah, buddy, I know. Pickles boba is also disgusting. I don't think actually, I think I did have something that had boba in it, and I spit it out. I don't like it. It's not the flavor. I don't want jelly orbs in my mouth while I'm trying to drink. It's like, hey, would you like a choking hazard with your drink? No. I've made it this far without choking and dying, okay? I don't need any assistance, thank you. I'm not like that. I know women like their bougie shit, and good for you. Good for you. Not me, though. I'm not trying to die by bulba. That's not how I'm going to go. I'm going the way of the heart attack gun when Hillary Clinton shoots me through the sliding glass right here. That's how I'm going to go, but it ain't going to be the bulba, I tell you that. Mm-hmm. My lips is hot. The habanero sauce is hot. It went straight to my sinuses. Donut, what's sad is that 2 teas are more than $10. Yeah, exactly. Too much. It's too much. It's like going to Big B. This is like, it's got to be your birthday to go there because it costs way too much. Cass, this is spot on. I agree. Little Galaxy, beware of TikTok pranks and medical advice from AI. People die. Oh, yeah. Don't listen to the robots. They're just there for entertainment purposes. Little selfie. Thank you for clearing that up. I was a little curious. Were you making that weird face for glamour? Metal. Try not to... What is this? Incinerate your esophagus? I don't know if I took my breath wrong when I took that spoonful of hot sauce or what, but it went straight up into my sinuses. I was not expecting that. Crystals, you like the Bulba? It's fine. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. Guess don't ever buy M&Ms with the peanut butter and jelly flavored. They're nasty. Ugh. Why would you think they were good? This doesn't sound good. I guess, trying new things is fun. Ghostly, spitters or quitters? Yeah, I know. My ass is a quitter. I don't like the Bulba. It's not good. Makes my stomach sick just thinking about it. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom to you. Crystals, don't worry. I know CPR. Little Galaxy, money laundering and sex and drug trafficking. I swear. So I think sports are tied into that stuff, but I don't have anything to back that up. What's up, kids today? Happy freedom to you. Cass, the texture is beyond nope. Yeah, I don't like. It's like choking on fish eggs. Glamour, you love the balls. I figured, Glamour. You're a classy girl. What's up, Sergeant Tripod? Happy freedom to you. I can't talk now that hot sauce got me messed up. Not a Klaus ball, Glamour. Goodness. He's just a little boy. He's just a little boy, Glamour. Cass, fish eggs. I swear that's what I was thinking. I had that little bulba jump in my mouth that's couture, like a spitball. I was like an airsoft gun for like a whole half a second there. Never again. What's up, Danny? Happy freedom to you. Rich, I'm surprised nobody's translated it yet. Oh, I'm sure people have. I just haven't seen it yet. I wasn't really interested in the Super Bowl. I did the polls and stuff for everybody else to have fun because I knew somebody was going to watch it. But I actually enjoyed my day off. Prop picture girly, my jeans are $180 each. They better be nice. Better be nice for that price. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. I don't know about all that. Klaus got a 4-pound sack. I don't know. I've never weighed him in that fashion. Prop picture girly, I'm a princess. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. Tiny Eagle, let's go Cowboys. I know, I made everybody mad mentioning the Cowboy flyer. Somebody needs to go check on that guy because I think he was getting his ass whooped. He was in an abusive relationship and they were making fun of it. That's how it goes. Mike Ingalls, need patriots to stand up and protest the protesters. They'd call it J6 2.0. Patriots aren't allowed to protest, not without a permit, standing on the sidewalk and being quiet. Guess always try and lube throat when you eat hot shit. May consider getting a boyfriend. I don't need any of that, guys. I like the burn. I don't need a boyfriend. Thanks though. I appreciate the offer. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. We got to raid out over on Rumble, but first we have to cut off Twitch because apparently the raid is against community guidelines on Twitch. They tried to give me a strike for it before, so blame Twitch. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Their community guidelines suck over there. But if you'd like to be a part of the raid, you're welcome to join us on other platforms. We're currently live on X, YouTube, Kick, Rumble, and jeffmaclive.com. So you are welcome to make your way to a better platform so you can join us in the raid. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next Coffee with Hooligans. Everybody else, you sit tight. We got to end the live on Twitch, and then we're raiding. Is that it? Do we do thing? Got to cut off that umbilical cord. Bam. Done. It's time for that raid, hooligans. Let's see who's live. Who's live? Everybody's live. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see here. Frag's live. Rotella's live. Everybody's live. Grimm's live. When did Rotella start?
In the last
30 minutes ago,
prices have come down. Things
we were
like
raiding
gas.
the Rotella. Hold on. There we go. It's a Rotella raid. Hit that like button as soon as you land. Let's get raiding, you hooligans.
Roof. In fact, the first question I got, what are you going to do about eggs? It was my second day in office at a news conference, and they were screaming.
Would you look at that, everybody? Jeff Mack raids the stream. Ballyho Jeff. Let's go welcome some hooligans. We'll be right back to this interview. TV Glamour coming over with Jeff Mack. Grinch coming over. Magic Moon coming over. Jeff, thank you so much, my man. Happy Freedom, TV Glamour. Sly Dog coming in. Jeff Mack. What's up, Jeff? Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate that, man. Look at all those American flags. That's what I'm talking about. Cass coming over. James, happy freedom, everybody. Plastic Quack, happy freedom. Jeff says, how are you today? Jeff, I'm celebrating 10,000 subscribers. Just happened yesterday during the Superdome. A massive, massive stream yesterday, my man. So, let's go. Great night to stream. Hair Juicer, welcome in. Animal, welcome in. Nice to see you. Let's go say hi to Jeff Mack. There he is, everybody. Jeff Mack. Jeff Mack says, congratulations. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it, sir. My friends, if you're not following Jeff Mack usually goes live whenever he wakes up. Maybe 20 minutes before us, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, maybe 2 hours before us. Jeff Mack's on his own schedule, guys, okay? Don't rush the man. But a great guy to hang out with before the dome. Hang out with Jeff Mack, everybody. I'm giving you a hard time, Jeff. I'm giving Jeff a hard time. Let's go back to President Trump. We're watching his Super Bowl thing, and then we're getting into Epstein. All you hooligans joining us. Epstein stuff. Let's go. Follow me.
Go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Rotella's awesome. Rotella's the man. Well, we're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow with more coffee with hooligans. Go see Raiden, yeah. See, I thought I was the only one picking up on that. Raiden. Watch us get some sort of copyright strike for that. Silliness. Either way, reading through. 10-man PB&J flavor does sound nasty for M&Ms. Yeah, I think they made peanut butter cups that were like that too, and they weren't very good. Thanks for being with us, Rappy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, MU. Appreciate you being with us. What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom to you. Thank you, Cass. Thank you, Glamour. That's right, Metal. Play ball. Thank you, Magic Moon. Metal. Call it a mosh pit. Yes. What, are you waking up now? You know what time it is? Look at this whole panther right here. This is a whole Klaus panther. That 4-year-old baby. Yes. You know, lay your booty down. Oh, yeah. I was trying to show you guys this yesterday. Or day before. No, it wasn't yesterday. Yesterday was the day off. I got these pictures of Klaus Daniels, and then I didn't even share him on his birthday. Alright, let me see. Figure out how I can assort these pictures. Look at that baby Klaus Daniels. That was when I first got him. He's the size of a coffee cup. Let me see. And then this was shortly after. Sitting there on his Klaus Tower. Back when he used to be able to fit on it. And then this is him on his birthday. What a handsome young man. 4-year-old baby. Like I said, reading through. Wrapping her up. Meta, we're on Mac time. I know. I don't mean for it to be like that. But we get done so late that everything's closed. Because everything here closes at 8 o'clock. And I have to walk now. I can't drive because my car's a piece of shit. And so I have to go do everything before the live. And a lot of times I don't even get everything I need done because I have to come back to the house to get everything set up. And it makes us super late. I mean, I'm always late, but we're like extra late right now. And I'm trying to work on it. What's up, Harley Davidson? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Lynn, for the $5 hairs over on the Goof Tube. Really appreciate you, Mr. Lynn. Thank you so much. Says, hi, Jeff Mack. Good to see you. It's good to see you, Mr. Lynn. Thank you so much for the support. Proud Patriot Girly, sweet baby boy. He is. He's a good Klaus. Thank you, Tipsy Eagle. I appreciate you being with us. Thank you, Cheeky Chops. Appreciate you, Matt Rogers. Thank you for being with us. I think we are good to go. I appreciate all of you hooligans. Thank you guys for being here, hanging out with us. Thank you for helping me cover the news and making the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food, have fun, be safe, and stay warm. And I'm going to try and do the same. And like I said, make your way back to us tomorrow for more Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.